Nadine, welcome to Radio 2.
Oh, it's good to be here, Scott.
This is where I live now.
Oh my God, it's lovely. Love what you've done with the place.
Do you like it?
It's very Scott Molesified.
Thank you. I can't quite believe this year was the 20th anniversary of Sound of the Underground.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, because I remember announcing that as number one.
Yeah.
20 years.
It's wild. Do you know, officially, it's actually 21 years.
Is it?
Because it was 2002. And we're in 2023 right now.
So it's even longer than I thought.
Even longer than you thought. It's 21 years.
How does that feel to you? Because I feel the same.
Well, I mean, I haven't aged a day or a second.
You
I mean, if
actually
anybody asks, I've basically been doing this since birth. Sound of the Underground was my first words.
I know everyone has to do is just check your passport.
Well, no one will see that. That's gone. That's disappeared. That's gone far away. That's been chucked away. Never to be seen again. But if anybody wants to see it, please feel free to look back at old footage.
You must get that every time you go to an airport. Like, oh, here she is.
Do you know, you do sometimes, the people that know, they're like, I'm holding the famous passport. That I get a lot. Or like, let me see your passport. If you have to check it going through somewhere, I'm like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. Great.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Obviously, so many of us know you from Girls Aloud, but we've had a steady stream of solo stuff from you over the last few years, and you're back with new music.
I sure am, Scott.
So tell me about that.
So this is a cover of If I Lay Here by Snow Patrol. And some of those guys are from Derry, like Johnny McDade. And I mean, it's just such an amazing song. So whenever it was brought forward for me to potentially record it and make more of a dance version, I was so thrilled. I was like, yes, let's do it.
Well, your fans are calling it the bop of the year. So I tell you what, let's play it now, and then I've got some stories about you that I need to know if they're true or not.
Okay, let's do it.
Right.
Yikes.
First, here's Nadine, If I Lay Here on Radio 2. It's Scott Mills with Nadine Coyle on Radio 2.
Hello.
Hello there. God, we've known each other ages.
A long, long time.
A long time.
But you know what's, I don't know if you can say this on radio, this has been the first time in a long time that we've seen each other sober.
Moving on, that's your new track, which is the Summer Bop.
You know it, Scott, you know it.
Summer Bop, If I Lay Here. Now.
Yes, back to the bop, back to the bop.
Yeah. From the early days of Girls Aloud, the papers and fans online, that they were obsessed with you. So we've been looking back at some of the stories about you from over the years. So can you help me work out whether these are true or not? It's time for the headlines with Nadine Coyle.
Let's do it. First of all, I would like to say they're all untrue.
The top story on today's headlines. Nadine calls the shots in LA. What's that story?
What's that story? Well, we shot the video for Call the Shots in LA.
Right.
So perhaps it's that. Am I right?
No, it's about when you opened an Irish bar in LA.
Yes.
When you lived there.
Yes.
Now, I vaguely remember this. You did, right?
I did, yeah. We had that for, a long time, 10, 12 years.
But I think I remember texting you, and you were like, yeah, come along, because I was in LA.
Yeah.
But I never made it.
Well, it wasn't in LA. It was Pacific Coast Highway.
Right.
So it was a place
what was it called?
Sunset Beach.
Oh.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Guinness was served, obviously.
Guinness was served, obviously. My sister won. They had loads of bartending competitions, and my sister had won best Guinness pour in Southern California.
No way.
She did, yeah. It was an actual competition that they do.
Was it really called Nadine's Irish Mist?
It really was called that. Well done.
I love it.
Yeah, it really was called that.
So our top story was true. Next on the headlines with Nadine Coyle. Step aside, Kris Jenner. Nadine is the new momager.
I'd never seen that. Momager?
Yeah. So
am I trying to momage my daughter? Was that what it is? Or who am I trying to momage?
yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, really?
So this is the story that you're all set to help your daughter into the world of showbiz. And maybe even manage her.
Oh my God.
Is that true?
No, that's not true at all.
Oh.
No. Interesting though that it came, because I don't even put her on really social media or do anything like that. I think it's great, and I love to see other people's kids. But I've definitely, what put me off was I saw like a supermodel, and I didn't see the supermodel. I saw her 2 kids in New York one day, and I was like, oh, there's, I'll not say her name, there's such and such as kids.
Yeah.
And they were out just with a nanny, I'm going to assume. And then that really kind of freaked me out. And I was like, oh no, I don't really... It's they can be quite vulnerable.
I mean, it's your choice, but like, some people do, some people don't.
And I love to see it. That's the thing. I do love to see it. Also, what if she hates what I post of her, and then she has to live with it forever? She's like, why did you do that? Why did you put that picture?
Yeah.
I don't need that stress in my life.
Yeah, I got you. So the story was that you're all set to help your daughter manage her career. How old is your daughter now?
She's 9.
Oh.
So yeah.
Does she love performing?
No.
Not at all.
I mean, she's very good. She's really good at writing songs and stuff. But she's quite shy. Same way I was when I was her age.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, hi, and different in the house. You're like an Egypt, but she's quite shy.
So that story completely made up.
That's completely made up.
Next headline. Finally, reports that you, Nadine Coyle, were set to star in one of our favourite TV shows. Here's the headline. The original Derry Girl, back for more. Any idea what that story was?
The Dairy Girls, there was so many stories about that. And I mean, it seemed like an obvious choice for me to go on to Dairy Girls and to do that.
Such a good show.
Such a good show.
So good.
And that is based on my exact experience of going to school.
Yeah.
The whole thing, the nun as the principal, the green uniforms, that was the grammar school, the all-girls grammar school that I went to. So yeah, and it's funny when you watch it back, stuff that you just thought was normal, you're like, actually, that's...
So
great.
it was quite accurate.
It's very accurate. Very, very, very accurate, yeah. And on how our experiences were.
Was there any truth to the rumour that you were going to be in it?
No, there was never any conversations or any chat to be in it. They had the 3 seasons, and I think it was, or maybe 4, but it was kind of more or less set up. So no, I wasn't.
Nicola, who was in the show, has said that she used an impression of you to get into character. Have you heard about that?
I have. I heard her talking about it live on the radio one day.
Did you?
When I happened to be in Derry, running on to do my groceries, like pick up a few things.
Yeah.
And there she was talking about it. I was like, this is hilarious. So she watched YouTube videos of me.
Of you saying like flour.
Of me with a Derry accent.
Amazing.
And yeah, and that's how she got it.
So good. Would you have wanted to be in it?
Do you know, I really loved the show. It was, whenever you watch it, you try to think, right, what character, what character would you be? Would you be like a totally different character that's not on there? Like, I thought it would be really good if I was like an aunt, someone's like aunt, very young and glamorous, obviously, but that had moved away to London to like maybe be a hairdresser or something, and then came back with kind of like an accent in between both, like and always trying to be posh, like kind of like Hyacinth Bouquet,
yes,
like notions of grandeur. And knew everything about everything. I thought that would have been hilarious. But Lisa McGee, the writer, I should have been there. I should have phoned her and been like, "This is what I should do.
Yeah,
I have an idea."
I would have loved to have seen you in that, by the way.
It would have been. It would have been great. It would have made sense.
But that story, once again, completely made up.
Completely made up. Yep, not true.
I'm Scott Mills, and those were your Nadine Coyle headlines. Goodbye. Nadine, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much. It was lovely to see you.
Good luck with the new single as well.
Oh, thank you.
If I Lay Here, it's out now, and I'll see you soon.
See you soon, no doubt.